MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Houston Astros taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First
and
pitch
now,
coming your way next.
Please welcome your St. Louis Cardinals.
Almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab here, Sonny Gray.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. In there at the knees. And we're underway here this afternoon. Outside low, 1-1.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
1-2 now. Altuve waits. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Digging in, Isaac Paredes. And that misses. 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one's gone. He sends it out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. First pitch misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
This one smacked out to left center. Makes the grab, 2 down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
That one ripped. Back there. On the warning track. And holds it in. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher in this game, Framber Valdez. What do you have on him, Singy?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Mason Wynn leading things off and takes a strike. Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. The shortstop takes a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Alec Burleson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Wilson Contreras next up for the Cardinals. Strike on the outside. It's 0-1. Two outs, bases empty. Foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. On to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So they make short work of him there. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Astros 1 and the Cardinals nothing. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 6, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fastball is outside.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Next offering is down low. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Stepping in, Chas McCormick. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Astros, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado
at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. And that drops in for a strike. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 6th.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Way outside. And the count 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jordan Walker digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Breaking ball misses down and away. Donovan off of first with 2 away. The 2-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2-2 the count.
Two now. This one could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Donovan headed for the plate. The relay throw, but it's offline. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings to first. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. All set for the start of the inning.
Houston,
Here's Ben Gamble.
Right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Gray back to work. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. Just missed.
2-0.
Swings through that.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And there's one down. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just missed. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
That pitch is out.
Throw there. Safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering upstairs. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are two down.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first, and that is that. One left for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. To the right side, Altuve on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So up next, Mason Wynn. 0 for 1 so far. And that's in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Pena on the run, throw to first. In time, got him.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Burleson. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. Pitch in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Yordan Alvarez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball 2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to.
Now
He clearly
batting,
didn't
the
catch
first
that one on the
baseman,
big part of the
Christian
bat.
Walker.
Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And now it's Christian Walker. Ground ball could be 2. Donovan for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. Just
Outside, that's the ball.
missed. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a slow roller. And that is the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still tied 1-1. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
First baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Hit hard, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, third
Here's
baseman,
Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Center field. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into
Now
his
batting,
highest
left
gear
fielder,
and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You
Nootbaar.
feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Hit on the ground to short. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. All tied 1-1. Ready now for the
Lead it
5th
off with
inning.
Houston.
And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Pena.
Off The
Nope,
mark
that's a
there,
ball.
and it's 1-0.
Well, these Astros
1-0.
just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. And now it's going to be Chas McCormick. And fouled off. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. In plenty of time to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And now the right fielder, Ben Gamel. And that's
Ball
downstairs. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
That's inside.
Nope, inside, ball 2. That's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Jake Myers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Hey!
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the Astros.
Runners at the corners here.
Jake
1
Myers.
away. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake Myers.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that one fouled off. Fastball for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Pena at third. Gamble at first. 2 out of the inning. Swung on, belted. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Fought off foul.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed. And the 1-0 misses low. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Gets a piece and stays alive. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, no outs. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Trying to move the runners over. Off balance feed, there's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left field. McCormick trying to get there. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Hitter, Alec Burleson.
Now here is Alec Burleson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Tap foul at the plate. That's down and in. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. 2 on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Pena. Off balance throw in time. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. They leave them loaded. We're through 5. All tied 1-1. Top 6. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Gray back to work. Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Walker brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
And now Christian Walker. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch
outside.
misses for ball one. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. 2 outs. Inside, just missed. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We go to the top of the
Leading off for
7th.
the
At the plate
Astros,
is the Astros
catcher,
catcher,
Yainer
Yainer
Diaz.
Diaz. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away.
Now
So up
batting,
next,
shortstop,
Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena.
In
Ball
the
one,
dirt,
no strike.
and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, base hit, right center field.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Sonny Gray checks on the runner, and he's back in safely. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And he chases that one. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And now the right fielder, Ben Gamel. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. And takes low for ball 1.
0-2 curve right there.
1 ball,
Hitter
2
kind of
strikes, the count.
expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Here's a 1-2. Good eye right there. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Astros lead one. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the seventh.
Leading
Now
off
up for
for
St. Louis, Jordan
right
Walker.
fielder, Jordan Walker.
To the right side, and that squirts through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for Houston.
Righty reliever out of the pen,
Number
Brian
52.
Abreu.
And we all know about his
Brian
slider. It's
Abreu.
just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. That's to third, and a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. A little bit out in front of that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate, but he did just enough to drop it in fair down the line. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Next to hit, Victor Scott. And a sac bunt here. Throws across the diamond, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. Golden opportunity right here.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Movement in the bullpen. Ryan King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Scott getting loose as well. With the go-ahead run at third, here at the bottom of the seventh. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Lifted in the air down the left side. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Ryan Fernandez.
Now pitching for the Cardinals. Number 64. Ryan.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Mauricio Dubon.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Liberator, a left-hander, also throwing. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Whips it across. One up, one down. So digging in, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 in this one. Misses inside. 1-0. Swinging a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And now 1-2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
High fly ball out to center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So up next, Isaac Paredes. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball.
And that one clips the corner. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a good eye there. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Not close with that one. Full count now. Yordan Alvarez. The kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Substitution being made at first. Astros going with a pinch runner. Zach DeZenzo. Go ahead run on base. Air Yordan steps in to take his hats. 1 for 3. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
DeZenzo off of first with 2 away. That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1. That's a little bit low.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Two outs. Caught him looking for the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
So remaining in the game defensively, Mauricio Dubon. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting. Also entering the game, Zach DeZenzo. He's the new third baseman.
Now at third base, number
3,
9.
4, 5 due up for the home team. And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Fouled off. He was late. Strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Line drive. That's a base hit. Off to a good start for the leadoff knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground to short, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. To Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Fouled off left side. In there at the knees for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
And the 0-2. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. Leading off, Christian Walker. Fernandez back to work.
Nope,
Fastball is outside.
Ball, that's down.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-0.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Go ahead run on base, and here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Ball 1 there. And that one fouled off. And now 2-2.
2-2 to count.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that's a fair ball. Oh, he botches it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Go-ahead run is at third, and now Jeremy Pena. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And in the 9th, they take the lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Fernandez done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
New
for
arm
the
of the mound for the
Cardinals.
Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore.
Number 52.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. This kid, a 21st round pick out of Millersville University in Pennsylvania. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder Ben Gamble.
Ben Gamble up next for the Astros. First offering, and it just misses. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. JoJo Romero preparing to come on if needed. Leahy also throwing. Swings through that one.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And that's way high. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the ninth. That misses. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And there's a foul ball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Walker snags it on the run.
Now batting, second baseman Jose Altuve.
So digging in, Jose Altuve. 0 for 4, 3 flyouts and a strikeout. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Two on, 2 outs.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1 and 2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Altuve started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. Way inside, gets out of the way. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. 1 run across. Gamble rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
gets the job done as he brings home a pair.
Up
That pretty much
next for the
split the
Astros,
zone down the
third
middle, and
baseman,
those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Matthew Liberatore done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
Now
for
on the bump, Kyle
Cardinals.
Leahy.
Number 62. Kyle Leahy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman, Zach DeZenzo. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. That just
1-0.
misses, and it's 1-0. Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. Slider for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and that's the 3rd out. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Astros 5 and the Cardinals 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Houston.
now as they hand the ball to a
Number
fresh arm to start
63.
the bottom of the 9th. Caleb Ford.
Ford.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And stepping in for the
Leading
Cardinals,
off the
Lars
St. Louis
Nootbaar.
left
0
fielder,
for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Lars Nootbaar.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Gamble. And it's caught for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, right fielder.
He's 2 outs away. Now up for
Walker.
St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That misses,
Ball 1.
and that's ball 1. The Cardinals down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Ball 2.
Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
That cutter right there
Now
had
batting,
just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Herrera
Ball 1,
in
no
now.
strike.
Takes ball 1 off the plate.
That's outside.
The Astros leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Right through there for a strike. That one the other way. Altuve. And that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.